NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the Coldwater Cavaliers will take on the Jackson Center Tigers. Today's game brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Precision Strip, and St. Henry Bank. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me this afternoon, Jeff Henshin, for the call of a Shelby County Athletic League matchup and a Midwest Athletic Conference matchup, one that is of a kind of, it's an intriguing matchup. Jackson Center under head coach Aaron Kloppenstein in his second year, 22-12 overall. They come into today's game shooting for their third win in a row. And I think with the Jackson Center Tigers, and we've seen them a little bit this year, it appears their offense is beginning to take hold.
It has. They've become more aggressive scoring, hitting some shots. And I saw that the game after they lost to Botkins, a 3-point loss. The league lost a tough one. 39 points is all they scored. They come back against Indian Lake and score 64. Now helping them was Preston Sayre in that game. He hit a school record 8 3-pointers. I think he took 10 shots from beyond the arc, 8 of 10. And that's kind of been, since they've gotten hot now, they've been scoring the ball at 64 and 55 points. And their defense, as Coach Kloppenstein said, hasn't suffered too much either. That continues to be the trademark here at Jackson Center. Good, sound defense.
And the Tigers won over Indian Lake 64-48 and over Fort Loramie 55-29. On the flip side, the Coldwater Cavaliers, of course, coming off a very successful football run and eventual state championship. They're getting their legs into the basketball season. They had 2 easy wins over Ansonia and Wapak. Wapak in their last start, 68-48.
Yeah, it was their first home game. It's their only home game in their first 7 games. They have 6 on the road because of the reschedule due to football. So they opened up the season on the road to the first ever meeting at Russia, and Russia is one of the better Division 7. Well, they're probably one of the better Division 6 or 7 teams in the state of Ohio, but a tough road loss to open up the season. And you said a big win against Ansonia, their lone home game for a while against Wapak. So they're on the road again here and looking to get their basketball legs and rhythm together.
And the two teams do share one common opponent, that being Russia. And as you noted, Coldwater lost 57-40 back on December 21st. Jackson Center a week earlier lost by 21 at 48-27.
Yeah, similar kind of margin. So, again, we're excited to see how these two teams battle today.
This has always been a great matchup at this time of year. And a year ago, Coldwater was a winner over Jackson Center, 51-41. The year before that, on this home floor here in Jackson Center, they lost to the Tigers 51-31. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. You are watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
We're more than just a bank. Our commitment goes beyond banking transactions. It's about investing in the hearts and hopes of the people we serve. From scholarships that pave the way for bright futures to local initiatives that enrich lives, we stand by you every step of the way, because when our community thrives, we all prosper. Together, we build a stronger, brighter community.
Is your internet slowing down your family fun? Your work and all the things you need to get done? Say goodbye to buffering, lagging, and endless loading screens. With NK Telco's blazing fast internet and smart Wi-Fi, everyone gets the speed they need. No contracts, no hidden fees, just everyday low prices and fast speeds. NK Telco, keeping your family connected.
And in the junior varsity contest played here just moments ago, Jackson Center held on for a 33-31 win over Coldwater. Exciting finish to that one, and that one was on the edge of overtime. Now we have our starting lineups for the Coldwater Cavaliers. Number 5, Balin Blockberger. Number 11, Brady Leifeld. Number 14, Mason Welsh. Number 21, 6'7" senior Owen Kunk. At number 33, a senior at 6 foot, Miles Potcutter. Cavaliers are led by Balin Blockberger, averaging 18 points per game. And, of course, the Cavalier head coach, Nick Fisher. Cavaliers coming off a 17-6 overall season a year ago, 8-1 in MAC play. Now for the hometown team, the Jackson Center Tigers. Number 10, Preston Sayre, 6'1 junior. Number 5, Cooper Hartle, a 5'8 senior. And number 42, Carter Kloppenstein, 6'3 junior. And number 4, Lucas Heitkamp, averaging 7.7 points per game. And number 24, 6'7 senior, 11.2 points per game. Reed Plattfoot, also the leading rebounder for the Tigers at 7.8 points per game. Let's take a look at our keys to the game. First for the visiting Coldwater Cavaliers.
Well, Coach Fisher talks about the boards, the rebounding. That will allow them to get out into their transition and move the ball down the court. Also, defensively, need solid help side rotation to help contain Plattfoot. And they need to make sure they cover up the Jackson Center shooters. They're very capable of hitting the 3-ball.
And for the home team, the Jackson Center Tigers, of head coach Aaron Kloppenstein.
Coach Kloppenstein would like to play good transition defense, guard the threes against the Cavaliers' attempts, and also limit second chance points. So thank you for both teams, and Coach Kloppenstein, Coldwater, and Coach Fisher for Coldwater for their thoughts about today's game.
And our officials for today's game, Steve Trout, Mitch Owen, and Ron Black, with the call here from the officiating aspect of today's game. With the basketball is Coldwater. Turnaround jump shot is good, and Mason Welsh quickly puts the Cavaliers on top 2-0.
Both teams open up in man-to-man defense.
Plattfoot will have it in the wing. Back out to Heitkamp. Jackson Center will run their offense.
Nice.
There's the opening. Kloppenstein will dish it back out to Plattfoot. Tipped by Kloppenstein, no good. Plattfoot controls the offensive board, puts the shot off the glass. He will score, and the foul should be on number 14, Mason Welsh. And we are tied at 2-2 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Good battle there by Plattfoot. I thought he had an opening earlier. They had the ball inside. They didn't take it, but they do battle. Get a couple of different looks there. One a tip, but then the more conventional follow-up, they get a bucket. They cannot convert to three-point play.
Coldwater with the basketball. There's the three by Blockberger. Shot no good. A rebound inside by Kunk. They'll get it back out to the corner. Kunk out front looking inside. Ball tipped away. Kloppenstein to Heitkamp. Back out to Plattfoot. He'll go to the baseline. Back out front, Heitkamp. They'll move it around to the left side. Sayre with the basketball. He's double teamed. They'll push it back out. Kloppenstein. Cooper Hartle, number 5, 5'8 senior. Kloppenstein for 3. Shot no good. Rebound. Brady Layfeld. Up court he comes. He'll go inside. Shot blocked by Kloppenstein. Quickly, the Tigers up court. Here comes Plattfoot. He's going to make a move inside. Jackson Center on a nice move by Plattfoot. Goes up 4-2.
Nice block on the defensive end by the 6'3 junior, and a good finish by the 6'7 senior on the opposite end.
Potcutter. Back over to Welsh. In the lane is Blockberger. Out front, Welsh. 15-footer. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. Miles Potcutter at 6 foot. Had it, but let's see what the call is. They're going to call a jump ball in the scramble for the rebound. Early going, 5:52 opening quarter play here on NK Telco Sports. Thanks for joining us. Dave Helmstetter, Jeff Henson on the call. Jackson Center looking to increase this early lead. 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Plattfoot, he's guarded by Welsh.
Welsh needs to be careful. He already has one foul.
Turnaround jumper by Reed Plattfoot. That's a beautiful shot, Jeff.
He did. That was tough to defend. Welsh was on him, but kind of a baseline, a little bit of a fadeaway, but good soft touch for Reed Plattfoot quickly with 6 points.
And the corner goes to Potcutter. He shoots, I think that was a three.
Long two.
Long two. There's the steal in the backcourt by Blockenberger. He makes the move inside, and he'll draw the foul. Balin Blockberger will go to the line, 6'4" senior. 67% free throw shooter.
6 of 9 on this young season for the Cavaliers. Again, just in their 4th game of the season, as I mentioned in our pregame, of their first 7 games. It's like 3 on the road, 2 on the road, 1 home, and then 4 on the road. So get used to the Cavaliers wearing their black jerseys for a bit here, as the schedule kind of has to be readjusted due to their football success.
Blockberger at the line. Connects on both of them. 5 minutes, 4 seconds to go. First quarter of play. Heitkamp. Hartle in the corner. Guarded by Blockberger. They'll get it back out front to Heitkamp. Kloppenstein on the left side, as well as Sayre. Hartle will take the 3. Comes down to Sayre. He'll toss it back in, but the Cavaliers will pick up the basketball. Here comes Potcutter. Blockberger inside the arc, and he'll connect. 50% shooter from the field. He ties it up.
Yeah, he does. Overall, that's his percentage. He's 4 of 11 from three-point range, but a good field goal shooter.
Lucas Heitkamp connects on the basket. 8-6. Just about halfway through this first quarter of basketball. A couple of substitutes coming in here in a moment for the first time in today's game. Hartle across the timeline, up to Plattfoot. Puts it on the floor, back over to Sayre. He's going for it all on the 3. Shot no good, rebound. Owen Kunk.
Nice job by the Coldwater Cavaliers. 1 and done on the rebound. And other than that first possession, Jackson Center got a couple looks. It's been 1 and done really for basically both teams here about halfway through this first quarter.
Blockberger on the outside, gets it over to Potcutter. Potcutter wants to move inside, gets it to the left side of Layfeld. Now back to Blockberger. Welsh will have it. Pull-up jumper by Kunk, no good. Rebound will come down to Hartle. Up court quickly, Heitkamp. Guarded by Kunk. Size matchup favors Coldwater. Heitkamp will back out and move into the lane. Nice play by Lucas Heitkamp.
Yeah, the 6-footer did a lot of things there. He hesitated, he went forwards, he went backwards. He really did a nice job keeping the defense off their toes and finished with a strong move to the basket.
Shot no good by Welsh.
And he almost picked up his second foul going after his missed shot. He has one already.
Tigers turn it over. Fast break, Coldwater. It's going to be out of bounds, and the two teams exchange turnovers.
Been a long time between
Finally.
dead ball. Yes. And there's going to be a timeout, I think, as well. 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout taken by Coldwater. 2:39 to go. First quarter action, our score. Jackson Center 10, Coldwater 6. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
2:39 to go here in the first quarter. A little instructional timeout there on the Coldwater Cavaliers' part.
Well, call it what you want. The gentle giant, Nick Fisher, we had a good view from up top here. He turned about 4 shades red as his general instructions, as you called them, were parlayed. So he, I won't say is 100% happy with everything going on, but his team just trails by 4. But quick timeout and a long stretch here. We got some subs, Dave, that we want to probably announce or get in.
Catch up with that here in just a second. Plattfoot's jumper no good. Let's see who we got. In the middle, number 23, that's Cody Depwig. He's in for Coldwater.
And a blocking foul on Lucas Heitkamp for the Tigers.
And number 32, Dane Reese, in the lineup for Jackson Center. And number 3, Landon Knapke, in for the Cavaliers.
Blockberger 2 for 2 at the charity stripe already. He's been very active here. He's done a lot of offensive, he's been head of the snake, if you will, averaging 18 points a game, a very good field goal shooter. As Dave mentioned, 50% overall, and a very good free throw shooter as he came in 6 of 9. He's now 4 for 4 today.
Jackson Center with a 2-point lead. Heitkamp with it out front. Goes inside, dishes it out to Sayre for the open 3, and Preston Sayre knocks that one home.
His first made 3-point basket of the game. As I mentioned, when I was here for the Indian Lake game, he went off that night. 8 of 10, school record to the 8 makes, and roots of 30 points against the Lakers of Indian Lake.
Blockberger goes inside. He's going to shoot 2. Foul will be on number 32, Dane Reese.
Boy, Blockberger kind of just simply drove into the defense and tried to muscle up. Arms of Reese not vertical enough, and he gets the foul called and more free throws. His first miss of the ball game.
Caleb Schreier and number 14, Mason Welsh. Schreier into the lineup for the first time. Welsh, a starter, come back into the lineup. Second free throw is good. Minute 40, first quarter on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Heitkamp getting it to the corner, but going to lose it out of bounds.
Third Jackson Center turnover of the first quarter. Coldwater with 2 on that free throw by Blockberger. His 7th point of the game. We still have a minute and a half to play first quarter.
Welsh looking for the wingman, and that was Blockberger, but Blockberger cut inside, so that's a Coldwater turnover.
Each team now with 3 turnovers as they trade somewhat turnover for turnover possessions.
Layfeld back into the lineup as Blockberger will catch a breather. As we near the end of this first quarter of play, Preston Sayre with the basketball, looks inside at Reese, but he'll put it on the floor. Pulls up, back to Reese. Reese, he'll go back inside. Ball tipped away, but thought for a moment it might have went off of Reese, but it goes off instead. Number 11, Brady Layfeld, and Sayre will inbound it. Plattfoot. Kloppenstein on that
nice
baseline.
Move.
Boy, tough one not to make. Here comes the Cavaliers. Chance to cut into that 4-point lead. Off the glass. Nice shot by Mason Welsh. Nice assist as well.
Yeah, I believe the assist was from Layfeld, correct? Nice
Correct.
Bounce pass, and Welsh with his 4th point of the quarter.
Sayre in the wing. Get it over to Reese. Heitkamp. Clock at 30 seconds on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Kloppenstein back over to Plattfoot. Sayre, Heitkamp, Head coach Aaron Kloppenstein shouting instructions. 8 seconds. Going to go inside to Heitkamp. He'll put it off the glass with 3.5 seconds. There's the steal by Reese, but it's going to end on the basket by Heitkamp, and Jackson Center enjoys a 4-point lead in a highly competitive first quarter of basketball. Our score, Jackson Center 15, Coldwater 11. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Second quarter basketball underway. Jackson Center with a 4-point lead, 15-11 over Coldwater. Blockberger takes it inside, and it's going to be a foul. Inside, it's going to be on Plattfoot, so Blockberger will shoot two. You kind of got to believe that might have been a matchup of two of the area's top players, Blockberger and Plattfoot.
Yes, I would agree, as Blockberger is making now his fourth trip to the free throw line here in the first half. He's 5 for 6. Now make that 5 for 7. But it's been very aggressive, and yes, he drew the first foul of the ball game against Reed Plattfoot.
Second free throw good. Jackson Center with a 3-point lead.
In that first quarter for Jackson Center, very good field goal shooting, 7 of 11. They were very good from 2-point range, 6 of 10, and 1 of 4 from 3-point range, but very good 7 of 11 shooting from the field for the Tigers.
Jackson Center will be patient. 3-point lead. First minute of the second quarter. Thanks for joining us here on NK Telco Sports. Kloppenstein wide open. He'll knock it home.
Had a nice baseline drive at the end of the first quarter that did not score, but he does hit that 15-footer there for his first points of the ball game for the 6'3 junior, averaging 5.5.
With the basketball, Kanapke inside the lane looking
nice
for the
bounce.
baseline. There it is. Blockberger. Kanapke with the assist. Blockberger into double figures already.
Yeah, nice movement by Blockberger without the basketball, and a nice bounce pass for the assist from Landon Kanapke.
Hartle back over to Kloppenstein. Sayre will come out and get the basketball. Hartle is on the base, or rather, Heitkamp is on the baseline. Interesting to see how they will try and set this up. Almost a steal by Blockberger.
Kanapke put some great ball pressure on Sayre, I believe it was, up around midcourt. Really kind of forced him into a little bit of a panic mode, and nearly a steal, as you mentioned, which would have been an uncontested layup for the Cavs.
Heitkamp. Plattfoot. He rolls towards the basket. Kloppenstein on the other side. Cooper Hartle now with it. He'll go left side into the corner to Kloppenstein. Hartle. Kloppenstein. Preston Sayre. Takes it inside, off the glass. Nice shot by the junior.
Yeah, I almost thought he traveled a little bit, but he didn't. He slid to one foot, but kind of shot it going backwards off the other foot up, but he used the bankboard. That helps a bunch. He now has 5 points.
And the lead at 5. Outside three by Kanapke, no good. Got a foul on the backside. The scramble for the rebound. It's going to go on Owen Kunk. Tried to chase that one down. Dane Reese will come into the lineup. Camp will bring it up.
Sorry, Dave. Cavaliers and Tigers. I should say the Tigers had 3 turnovers in the first quarter. Coldwater committed 4.
Camp. Kunk will come out on him. Goes inside, draws a lot of attention, but they'll bring it right back out. Reese inside flat foot, ball tipped away.
Nice job by Mason Welsh, using his feet a little bit to get some side angle, if you will, able to get an arm in there, deflect that pass. You mentioned the ball movement. When Heitkamp went in, he drew a lot of eyes, and he was able to pass the ball then around the horn. They almost got a nice look in, but Welsh able to knock it out with good defensive footwork.
Inside Plattfoot. Plattfoot wide open. There's Reese. Short jumper, no good.
Kind of got caught in a tough spot, did Reese. I don't think he expected it, and the pass came, and it was a tough shot, and he kind of short-armed it.
Back out front to Kunk. He's going to move inside, puts it up. He'll draw the foul.
Well, another foul on the Tigers, and another foul where Coldwater's in the act of shooting. That one will be on Dane Reese's second foul. First player, I think, of the ball game with multiple fouls. He has 2.
And stepping to the line is the 6'7 senior Owen Kunk. That stat sheet's right. That's his first free throw of the season.
Correct, and he misses it. This is the 5th trip to the foul line already here in the first half of the Cavaliers. First trip for someone other than Blockberger is Blockberger 2, 4, 6, 8. 6 of 8 from the line, and Kunk 0 for 2.
Rebounded by Reed Plattfoot. Preston Sayre across the timeline. Heitkamp open for 3. Kloppenstein not there. Nolan Mesher, a newcomer into the Coldwater lineup with the rebound. Outside shot, no good by Welsh. Rebound to Kloppenstein. Heitkamp. Looking for the corner and Hartle, but Coldwater's defense will not allow that. Mesher with it. Looks for help. Instead, it's going to be a turnover. Heitkamp will take the ball away, and here come the Tigers. 5-point lead. Top of the key, Heitkamp into the lane, pushes it out. Hartle's open. He'll take the 3, and Cooper Hartle connects. 5'8 senior knocks it home.
Big shot there. They had a nice mismatch. Hartle hit the shot, though, as they had switched. They had the shorter Mesher on the pick, got stuck playing a taller Tiger, but able to knock down the 3 was Hartle.
Blockberger comes right back. He's got 12 of Coldwater's 16 points. Heitkamp takes it into the lane. He'll draw the line, draw the foul, and shoot the free throw.
Grady Layfield, the first foul on him for the Cavaliers. And Heitkamp, we've seen him throughout the game go to the basket. He's 3 for 3 from the field in the first quarter. These will be his first free throws, but again, attacking the basket.
Free throw off target. 77% free throw shooter through 6 games is Lucas Heitkamp.
He actually has the most attempts, 10 of 13 for the, or tied with the most attempts, I should say, at 13. Gets 1 of 2, but that just shows probably his ability to go to the rim and draw contact.
23-16, 7-point Jackson Center lead. Blockberger gets it to Depwig. They'll keep moving the basketball. Depwig over to Mesher. Mesher, shot no good. Rebound. Ball tipped out there by Depwig, but here come the Tigers. They'll lose the ball as Heitkamp slips on the floor.
Nice bounce.
And inside it goes to Cody Depwig. And he'll get his basket.
By Blockberger with a nice bounce passes, 3 bounce passes in that transition offense, and it results in a basket.
Right side, Heitkamp. Back out front, Plattfoot, he's going to take the shot in and out, but Kloppenstein there for the offensive rebound. That brings the Jackson Center folks to their feet. Timeout, Coldwater. 2 minutes, 28 seconds to go. First half action from Jackson Center. Tigers 25, Coldwater 18. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Coldwater coach Nick Fisher takes the timeout. Jackson Center up by 7, which I believe is matches the largest lead of today's game.
Yeah, it was 23-16, now 25-18. Coach Fisher, though, giving his players a break. Jackson Center did just score on offensive rebounding attempts, so maybe wants to make sure they continue to focus on the box out.
Here comes Plattfoot. Up court he comes. Boy, there's a push. There's a collision.
Knocked out of bounds.
But it's out of bounds. Jackson Center basketball.
Looked like a couple of near misses or near calls could have been. But Jackson Center does retain possession, so nothing changes there.
Ball goes into Plattfoot. Plattfoot, he'll push it out. This time we'll get the foul. That'll be on Cody Depwig, number 23.
His first. Team's third of the quarter. 10 free throws attempted so far in the ball game by Jackson Center. 3 attempted by the Tigers.
Heitkamp. Diana go loose. The ball is loose, and Sayre will pick it up in the corner. Sayre with it back over to Plattfoot. Now Hartle. To Plattfoot, he's just going to muscle it up with Depwig and take it inside. Pops out. Depwig and Plattfoot hammering it out on the glass. And ball doesn't fall for Reed Plattfoot, and Coldwater will have the basketball.
Opportunity for the Cavs now. They, again, have trailed by 7 here for a couple possessions. Chance to cut into that lead as Jackson Center has not been able to open it up.
Kunk out front. Kanapke with it. He'll try to go into the lane. Ball picked there by Hartle as he went up.
Good hands.
Release pass Heitkamp. Plattfoot puts it on the floor. Looking for the corner ball. It's going to be tipped by Blockberger. Miles Potcutter will come back into the lineup. He'll come in for Layfeld. Mason Welsh will come in as Owen Kunk will catch a breather. There's a pretty good battle going inside between Depwig and Plattfoot.
Yes, everybody trying to make sure they have the upper hand, if you will, but a lot of lower body shoving around.
Plattfoot, Hartle now. Kloppenstein, Heitkamp. See what Lucas does. Into the lane, tries to get it back out. There's the steal. Blockberger on the breakaway against Plattfoot.
Thought there was a foul. Good call. Maybe a little bit late, but nonetheless, right call was made.
That'll be his second foul with 46 seconds.
5th trip to the line now for Balin Blockberger. Came in with 9 attempts on his first 3 games. He'll have 10 attempts here once he finishes this attempt.
Second free throw. Pops in and out. Depwig got his hands on it. Tip back in, and it goes into Plattfoot's hands. Heitkamp across the timeline. We're into the final seconds of this first half of basketball. 6-point Jackson Center leads.
Seems like a Jackson Center pace with the scoring down. I mean, both teams have been scoring the ball, but Coldwater comes in at 57 points a game. They're going to have 20 or less at halftime here probably, but the pace seems much more in favor of the home team, Jackson Center Tigers.
Heitkamp to the hoop. Lucas Heitkamp. He's got 9. Blockberger double teamed. They'll toss one up, but the buzzer shot no good. And that's going to end our first half of play. Jackson Center, good solid first half of play by the Tigers. They'll take an 8-point lead into the locker room. Jackson Center 27, Coldwater 19. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
We're more than just a bank. Our commitment goes beyond banking transactions. It's about investing in the hearts and hopes of the people we serve. From scholarships that pave the way for bright futures to local initiatives that enrich lives, we stand by you every step of the way. Because when our community thrives, we all prosper. Together, we build a stronger, brighter community.
Is your internet slowing down your family fun? Your work and all the things you need to get done? Say goodbye to buffering, lagging, and endless loading screens. With NK Telco's blazing fast internet and smart Wi-Fi, everyone gets the speed they need. No contracts, no hidden fees, just everyday low prices and fast speeds. NK Telco, keeping your family connected.
Here at halftime, Jackson Center enjoying an 8-point lead in the first half over the Coldwater Cavaliers. Jackson Center led after the first quarter 15-11, and then, of course, up that lead to 27-19 here at halftime. Should be interesting to take a look at the numbers, Jeff Henshin.
Okay, we will do that. We'll start off with Coldwater first. Cavaliers in the first half, 6 of 10 from two-point shooting. 0 for 7 3-point shooting. So overall, the Cavaliers finish the half 6 of 17 from the field. Jackson Center 10 of 16 from 2-point shooting. 2 of 7 3-point shooting overall. The Tigers first half shooting 12 of 23. Free throw shooting for the Cavaliers. They've left maybe a couple points there on left on the line, if you will. 7 of 12 free throw shooting for the Cavaliers. And just 3 attempts for the Tigers. They are 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Rebounding, Coldwater had a total of 9 rebounds. Only 1 of those were offensive. Tigers of Jackson Center, 15 turnovers, of which 3 were offensive. The Cavaliers were fortunate enough to take advantage of those offensive opportunities and net 4 points off those second chance opportunities. Turnovers, each team with 6 in the first half, and leading scorers in the ball game for the Coldwater Cavaliers. 13 from Balin Blockberger, 4 from Mason Walsh, 2 for Nolan Mesher, 2 from Cody Depweg, their total of 19 for Jackson Center. Lucas Heitkamp, 9 points, 6 from Reed Platfoot, 5 from Preston Sayre, 4 from Carter Kloffenstein, 3 from Cooper Hartle, their total of 27.
One thing to note, Coach Aaron Kloppenstein in his pregame comments to us said the offensive glass is going to be extremely their ability at Coldwater is extremely impressive, and the key to this game, or the key statistic, is going to be Jackson Center's ability to offensive rebound. That's going to be a key stat, and that holding true very much so here as we move into the second half of play. Inside, and
good strong move by Kloppenstein. Pretty quick, nice cut, and right down the lane he goes with a one dribble bank shot off of the board for a 6th point. And one thing also we mentioned to talk about the Tigers, not on the court today, not in uniform either, is Lawson Snap. Snap is a junior, averaging 5.5 points a game, but not playing here today.
10-point Jackson Center lead as we stand with 7:06 to go.
Foul on Jackson Center's Carter Kloppenstein, his first.
Ball comes into Blockberger. Blockberger will pull up and shoot a 15-footer, no good. The rebound comes down to Welsh from the corner. There's the three.
That's taking advantage.
Potcutter.
Second chance bucket there for 3 points from Potcutter. He's 3 of 7. Is Potcutter on the season from three-point range. Big hoop for the Cavs.
Very big hoop for Coldwater. Pull back to within 7 here in the second half. Kloppenstein. Flatfoot near him. They'll get it back to Flatfoot. He's going to go inside. There's going to be a foul on Mason Welsh.
Welsh picked up a foul early in the ball game. A couple times I thought he almost could have picked up a second one. Did not until just there at the 6:27 mark of the third quarter.
Harder will inbound it. He's going to find Kloppenstein. Left-handed shot. Oh, my.
Used all four sides. He has 4 quick points here in the third quarter for Kloppenstein. Now gives him 8 in the ball game.
31-22 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Jackson Center increasing the advantage here in the third quarter.
Referee talking to Welsh on his screen. I swear when his teammate ran by, he just kind of threw his right arm out. Luckily, no foul was called. The official kind of do a nice preventive maintenance, telling him he can't do that. He didn't really make contact, but it surely could have been if there was.
Potcutter, he'll try it again. It's short. Rebound, Preston Sayre. Heitkamp guides it up court. Left side. Here comes Flatfoot.
Pretty
33-22.
High percentage shooting for the Tigers, just right at the basket here. All 3 of their shots by their big men. As I thought Flatfoot did a nice job slicing through the defense, avoid any type of contact.
Blockberger with a miss. Tigers running with it. Flatfoot will miss the shot. Up court, Kunk for the layup. Owen Kunk with the easy bucket. Timeout, Coldwater. 9-point Jackson Center lead, and Coldwater coach Nick Fisher wants the timeout. Our score, Jackson Center 33, Coldwater 24. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Jackson Center with the basketball. Preston Sayre will have it. And the wing to Kloppenstein. Hardle looks Inside, back out front to Sayre. In the corner to Heitkamp. Sayre will shoot the three, pops in and out. Kloppenstein somehow gets that rebound. Boy, another offensive board. Heitkamp into the lane, back out to Kloppenstein. Sayre will shoot the three, shot no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Miles Potcotter. Up court come the Cavaliers. Turnaround jumper Welsh, shot no good. And Kloppenstein on the line, so Coldwater will have the basketball. Layfeld on the inbounds pass to Blockenberg. And Mason Welsh muscling one up. And Heitkamp backing into him will get the foul.
Yeah, an easy call for Heitkamp, just quote boxing out. You can't back into the other player, especially when he's airborne. That's kind of what happened there, but a good job by Welsh battling for the rebound. A chance here with some points that the Tigers can score in back-to-back possessions and, again, try to climb into this lead. It's been about 7-10 here the past few minutes, or since even the second quarter.
Free throw pops in and out. Mason Welsh at the line.
4 of 8 entering the ball game from the line. Now 0 for 1 as Cavaliers now 7 of 13 from the charity stripe.
6'3" senior will connect on the second one.
His 5th point. The average is 7.3.
Heitkamp with 9 points. He'll walk it across the timeline. Flatfoot for three, and it rains home, and it's 36-25 at lead now at the largest.
That was a long-range three-pointer. He wasn't just on the line. He was a couple steps back. That's his third three-point make of the season in 18 attempts.
36-25, Jackson Center on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Conk will shoot three. Pops in and out. Kloppenstein will get the rebound. Preston Sayre gets it up court to Heitkamp. Tigers moving the ball. Heitkamp will try his hand at a three. Shot no good. Fast break. Outlet pass. Coldwater somehow hangs on to it.
Yes, some near almost steals by the Tigers. Nice cut.
Kunk to Depwig, and Depwig with that strong cut will get the easy bucket.
Good job by Kunk holding on to the ball. He held it for about as long as you could and then found the cutting Depwig for the assist.
Flatfoot. Wide open is Kloppenstein. He had a lot of time to think about that one, Jeff, and he nailed it.
He's a 5 of 9 on the season now from three-point range, his first make of tonight's game, and he's had a great third quarter with 7 points. That gives him 11 on the ball game.
Off-balance shot, no good. And
Depwig, I believe, is going to be whistled for the contact. His second foul.
Caleb Schreier and Landon Kanapke will come into the lineup for Coldwater. Jackson Center really can increase this lead with a score here. Up by 12. Sayre for three. Shot no good. Mason Welsh with the timely rebound. Blockberger, makes the move inside off the glass. Beautiful play by Balin Blockberger.
They needed that.
Definitely.
And that's his first points of the half. He had 13 at half. His first make in 4 attempts here from the field in the third quarter, but a much-needed bucket to keep them at 10 or put the lead back at 10.
It could have went to as much as 14. Flatfoot. Shot no good. Rebound. Sayre, he gets it into Flatfoot. Sayre will have it, but he'll have a layup. Shot no good. And Schreier will have the rebound. Kanapke will fire the three. Shot no good. Rebounded to Kloppenstein. Here come the Tigers. Flatfoot hard to stop that once he makes that pass to him as he moves towards the basket.
Bucket Plattfoot assists Klopfenstein on the bounce pass. And it kept him right in rhythm. And yeah, there was no stopping him. And 6 points in the, 7 and a quarter, 13 now in the game.
Reese will grab that loose basketball, and the Tigers will walk it up court. Into the lane, Heitkamp. And he'll draw the foul, and that'll bring the Jackson Center fans to their feet.
Another nice move. Again, he's kind of lulls you to sleep out front, but it doesn't take him long to get the basket. Pretty quick step, and took the contact as he finished. He now has 11 points. This will be his third free throw of the game. He's 1 of 2 from the line in the second quarter.
Just has tremendous acceleration. Kind of lulls you into the sleep, and then there's that burst of speed. It almost kind of reminds me of the way he played soccer the few times. I didn't see him this year, but a year ago, very similar.
You can see why he's pretty good then, because that quick burst is tough to defend. By the time the defense reacts, they're trailing, and then usually out of frustration, they foul trying to catch up or block the shot.
Kanapke with it. Top of the key, and Welsh, Blockberger drains it with 30 seconds on the clock.
His first made three-pointer of the game. He's came in 4 of 11 on the season. Made his 5th shot there, and back-to-back baskets for him. Almost a steal. And it will be.
Goes to the floor, and it's going to be a Jackson Center turnover with 15 seconds to go. And
good play by number 5, Balin Blockberger. Not only scoring the basketball, but he's had his defensively, he caused that turnover there, and he's had some other plays where he's been active on the defense. So nice all-around player, and a chance here with the bucket to, again, for the Cavaliers to hang tight or hang close as we enter the fourth quarter.
Blockberger for 3, shot no good. Rebound, Plattfoot, he'll bring it up court. He'll shoot it at half court and hits the rim on a bank. That's going to do it for us here in the third quarter. We move on here in Jackson Center. Tigers up by 12. Jackson Center 44, Coldwater 32. You're watching high school basketball on MK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times, are most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
12-point Jackson Center lead and up 44-32.
They've continued to outscore the Cavaliers, a 17-11 advantage, a 6-point advantage there for the Cavaliers to grow that 8-point lead to now 12. Hope my math came up right there.
Just steady play by Jackson Center throughout this game. Just done a very workmanlike kind of approach to this and have done a great job. They take it inside, shot no good by Welsh. Heitkamp, they're going to double up on him, trying to create the turnover. Loose ball will come off to the Tigers. Down low it goes to Plattfoot off the glass.
Good use of the backboard.
Boy, you had a play there that looked broken, and it ends up
you're
beautiful
right.
Ball movement.
Coldwater tried to force the action. They nearly came up with a turnover a couple times, and then in the end it's Plattfoot with the kiss off the glass.
Outside 3 by Kanapke. Shot no good. Depwig will get it. Blockberger into the lane. Pull-up jumper, 15-footer. No good. And let's see, the foul is going to be on Caleb Schreier. That'll be his first, and obviously the first foul of the quarter. Heitkamp across the timeline.
Talked about it in the first half, Dave. I felt like this was Jackson Center's pace of play. Although they've been scoring the ball better, and you mentioned their offense is getting better. Doesn't mean you always have to score a lot of points, but their offense seems to be better, and it's just time-consuming.
Well, the efficiency of the offense, if you would break it down possession by scoring, the efficiency level's probably up there pretty good.
They have a lot of ways to make things miserable for your defense, and that's sometimes it's one guy, might be the next guy, a different guy the next time, but all five guys seem like they're ready to score, and that puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Heitkamp, left-handed shot. He'll draw the foul and go to the line.
Yeah, beat one guy and force the help guy, if you will, to commit the foul. So, again, just all of them give you a risk factor on defense. You've got to respect and defend.
Free throw is good by Heitkamp.
He's now 3 for 4 from the free throw line here in the ballgame.
Might be a little interesting on this second round of the Shelby County Athletic League. It'll be interesting to see some of the matchups, particularly for Jackson Center against Russia and against Botkins, the two teams that they've lost to in league play.
I agree. I mean, you face each other twice a season, and you hope the next time you can, return the favor if they got you, and puts a lot of pressure on the team. And see how as Jackson Center continues to play and improve and get that contribution from all players, can make that Botkins matchup and that Russia matchup even that much more interesting.
Yep, should be good ones, that's for sure. As you hit that second part of the schedule, Coldwater's Kanapke with a shot, no good. Of course, the Cavaliers are just getting started. You take a look at, you were talking about the schedule at halftime. Boy, they've got a rugged schedule coming up the next few days.
Yeah, they're playing today on Tuesday. Then they play a Friday, Saturday at Shawnee and Elida, both on the road. Then they play on a Tuesday, a week from today, at New Knoxville, makeup game from December. So 4 straight road games starting today, the 31st of December today, and I said Friday, Saturday, Tuesday. So a lot of basketball, and they're all on the road, so a lot of bus trips before they get to come back home to the Palace to face St. Henry on January 10th.
48-32, 16-point Jackson Center lead, 5.5 minutes to go, and Mason Welsh, the 6'3 senior, drains it.
He now has 8 points on his first made three-pointer of the season. But again, it keeps Cavaliers within striking distance. They got a lot of work to do against a team that can kill the clock with their offense. And time becoming a factor, already down to almost 5 minutes to play in the ball game, and they're down by 13.
Jackson Center, as we said, they can pretty efficient on offense.
Yeah, they can milk it with some hard picks and good cutting. And when I say screens, they use their teammates well. They run defenders into it. They set solid screens, and they move so well without the basketball. Again, it just puts a lot of stress on your defense.
Harder with a good shot, but it doesn't fall. Rebound, Blockberger. Blockberger will go to his right. He'll pull back out. Kunk has it out front.
Need to score this possession. Not necessarily have to be a three, but you need points on the board. 4:45 to play.
Kunk made that move on the baseline. Ball tipped out of bounds by the Tigers. And Brady Layfeld, 6' senior, will inbound it. Out front, Blockberger. He'll shoot it. Got it.
Well, that's a good answer. They needed points, and they get the big one. Three-pointer is second make from that range here in the ballgame, both coming in the second half. 8 points in the half, 21 in the game.
One thing about Balaam Blockberger, if he starts to feel it,
look
doesn't
out.
matter what the defense does.
Yep, and from any spot on the court, whether it's a three-point shot or probably driving to the basket.
Reese for three. Shot no good.
Kind of interesting. Not a high percentage shot for Reese. Doesn't shoot many, but this gives the Cavaliers now a chance to get in single digits.
Blockberger just a little bit short on that three.
I think Coach Kupfenstein feels fortunate. Not that Reese's shot was bad, but just his second three-point attempt of the season. And
power move.
Yeah,
foot.
That's what I think Coach Klopfenstein would like to see there.
Timeout. Jackson Center breaking action. 3:50 to go. Jackson Center up by 12. Tigers 50, Coldwater 38. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Is your internet slowing down your family fun? Your work and all the things you need to get done? Say goodbye to buffering, lagging, and endless loading screens. With NK Telco's blazing fast internet and smart Wi-Fi, everyone gets the speed they need. No contracts, no hidden fees, just everyday low prices and fast speeds. NK Telco, keeping your family connected.
Jackson Center takes the timeout. They have a 12-point lead, 3:50 to play. Cavaliers looking for some offense.
Yeah, they're going to need it. And again, they're going to face a very good defense that's only given up 38 points to the Cavaliers team that's already scored or averaging 57 on the season. So it's going to be a tough comeback. They had a chance with the last possession when Blockberger missed the three-pointer to get within 7.
Turnaround shot, no good. Back out front it goes to Layfeld. Welsh into the lane, and he'll draw the foul.
Well, that helps. They're going to have a chance to score free throws now with the clock stopped. But we talked about the last possession for the Tigers, not the one they scored on, the one they took a quick three-point shot on. They missed it. Coldwater comes down, misses a three-pointer, but they do get a break then when Plattfoot scores, and Coach Klopfenstein says, timeout. We don't need quick shots. We need high percentage shots, and that's what they got. Well, I'm curious to see what they do on offense now when they get the ball, how much clock they run.
Well, it's the opportunity to run the clock. They've got that 11-point lead, 39 points for Coldwater. So through 6 games, Jackson Center averaging 34.6, which if the season would end, that'd be the third best in school history.
On the defensive, yeah.
Yeah, on the defensive
They got
side.
a lot of, I looked at that last year, I think a lot of their seasons are in the 30s.
31
yes.
Plus just incredible low figures, but ball goes out of bounds. Cavaliers will turn it over. Another opportunity there for Coldwater.
Yep. Had a chance to get it in single digits, so it's 2 times here. As again, the clock now running, and how many more times will Jackson Center give you a chance, without that ability, without scoring the basketball themselves? And
Hartle shoot the 3.
I lied, but it went in, so I didn't think they would fire it quite so quickly, but Hartle hits his 6th three-pointer of the season, his 2nd of the ball game. He now has 6 points.
Blockberger will try and return the favor. Shot is short, and Heitkamp will have yet another rebound. Blockberger will steal it at midcourt.
Oh, nice.
Nice move by Miles Potcutter. The senior gets the bucket. Jackson Center's lead stays at 12. Plattfoot across the timeline. Ball tipped away from behind. Depwig will lead Blockberger. He'll get it over to Potcutter. Shot no good. Rebound. Comes down to Sayre, and there's going to be a jump ball on it.
Well, 2:16 left to play. Coldwater's been very good about that wraparound deflection, reaching around a Coldwater, or reaching around a Tiger player, knocking the ball away. And see if they force some turnovers, just have to maybe need to capitalize better on the opportunity in transition.
Ball tipped off out of bounds by Welsh. Hoping to catch a break right there.
But Welsh almost had a deflection
that's
there.
Not a good spot to catch the ball. Heitkamp goes to the floor. That's going to go against Welsh.
Well, he almost had a good denial defense, almost without knowing, almost got the ball to deflect off his hand. Instead, it doesn't. He does about have to foul now just to stop the clock, and that'll be the 4th team foul against the Cavaliers. So look for them to, down 12, continue to try to get a steal. If not, then probably foul. See once how well Jackson Center can knock down free throws.
Sayre will toss it in for Jackson Center. He'll get it to Plattfoot, and then he'll clear out. Plattfoot double team. They'll get it up to Sayre. Sayre double team.
Traveled. Ooh, I thought he almost did travel.
Foul in the meantime in the backcourt. That'll be all. Is that on number 11? Must have been number 11, Brady Layfeld.
14, no, they said 14.
Welsh.
So Welsh is fourth.
Not sure why it was on Welsh. Welsh was.
Well, I don't know.
Welsh was
Maybe.
up court. But anyway, okay. Free throw by Sayre. He'll connect.
Sayre with his first point of the half. Second half, he now has 6 points in the ball game. Just his fifth free throw attempt of the season. He's now 4 for 5 on the season.
Second free throw, nothing but net. 55-41. Jackson Center with the lead now. Inside goes Schreier. Schreier back out. Kunk thinking about shooting it. Gets it over to Blockberger.
Just can't get it open
on him. Flatfoot with a block. Sayre. He'll bring it up court, slow it down. Back over to Sayre, looking inside for Heitkamp. Heitkamp will feed it back out to Kloppenstein. Clock coming up on a minute 35. Heitkamp into the lane.
Off his leg.
It's going to go off of Heitkamp.
Yeah, tough break there, boy. They did so many things right in that possession. They stepped to meet the bounce pass so Coldwater couldn't get it. They moved the ball. They gave up 3-pointers. And then Heitkamp, who doesn't make many mistakes going to the basket, does have to go off his leg. But, boy, they did a lot of things right in that time frame and very under control, but they do turn it over and minute 30 to play.
Kunk for three. Quite a battle for the rebound. They'll call a jump in the corner. First National Bank Think First scoreboard has a minute 22 left in this one.
Well, younger Sayre, he sure gets a lot of camera time with the mop. The game I had against
Indian
Lake.
He's a star, you know that?
He was out there a couple times for Indian Lake, and they all were at this left side of the court. So he's had to go the distance with the mop or the drying towel.
He's first on the court, boy. No messing around. Blockberger for three.
Nice shot for him. His third triple of the ball game. Makes it 11. Maybe not enough time left, maybe, but they're going to have to foul quickly.
Heitkamp is fouled, and he'll go to the line. 1:07 to go. 11-point difference.
Fourth trip to the free throw line in the ball game for Lucas Heitkamp. He is currently 4 for 5. Make it 5 for 6. 15 points in the ball game. Double his average of 7.7. It seems like every other night it's somebody different that might kind of stand up in the scoring column, and so who are you going to guard? And somebody else steps up and knocks it down.
Kunk for three, no good. Now you look at Jackson Center's, the starters there, 3 of them in double figures, another with 7, another with 6. That's pretty good balance as Flatfoot takes it home and
exclamation point.
Boy, oh boy, that was an exclamation point. Jackson Center fans loved it.
They just wear you down and they take advantage of their opportunities.
Blockberger, he'll come right back with a 3.
Boy, needed that one a few possessions ago after Jackson Center took that quick 3. If he'd have made his 3 that possession, I'd have made it a 7-point game. Didn't happen for the Cavaliers, but Blockberger tells you why he's averaging 18 points a game, too. He's been very solid.
Backside Kloppenstein to the corner, Hartle. Heitkamp, and that's going to pretty much do it. Tigers are going to hold on to it. And our final score, Jackson Center will pull out a 59-47 win over Coldwater. Nice, solid performance by head coach Aaron Kloppenstein's Jackson Center Tigers here this afternoon. 59-47 the win. Jackson Center will move on to 6-2 overall on the season. They'll play at Fairlawn in league play on Friday, and then also at home on Saturday against West Liberty Salem. Coldwater Cavaliers under head coach Nick Fisher, they'll fall to 2-2 They'll travel to Shawnee on Friday and then play at Elida on Saturday before playing their first MAC game at New Knoxville on Tuesday, January the 7th, as the Cavaliers try to make up some basketball games because of the state football championship. You take a look at this one. First quarter, Jackson Center with the big lead, 15-11, hit 7 out of 11 from the field. Second quarter, they upped that lead to 7 points. Coldwater took the timeout with 2:28 to go in the first half. At the half, 27-19, the Tigers. Lucas Heitkamp had 9 of his points in the first half, and Balin Blockberger had 13 at the break. Moving on to the third quarter, Jackson Center increased the lead to 44-32. Again, good shooting for the Tigers all the way around. Offensive board, slight edge there to Jackson Center, one of our keys to the game. And the Tigers in the fourth quarter finish it off 59-47. Again, continuing some very, very solid basketball in this one. I'd like to thank our sponsors here for tonight's game. First National Bank, hometown opportunity. Minster Bank, the Knoxville Supply, Precision Strip, and St. Henry Bank, all bringing you basketball from Jackson Center. Junior varsity action here today. Jackson Center, exciting finish in the JV game. Tigers held on and pulled out the victory over Coldwater 33-31. And let's take a look at our final stats here for this afternoon's contest on New Year's Eve. Good day for the Jackson Center Tigers, Jeff.
They will finish out 2024, yes, with typical Jackson Center basketball. They do so very nicely. The stat sheet will show you the same, but let's go through it for Coldwater first. The Cavaliers of Coldwater, 10 of 24 two-point shooting, 6 of 25 three-point shooting. Turned to the three-point shot late in the game to try to catch up. They did finish the fourth quarter 4 of 10 from three-point shooting. Overall, the Cavaliers, though, 6 of 25 from three-point shooting. For the ball game, the Cavaliers 16 of 49. Jackson Center, very efficient shooting, 18 of 28 two-point shooting, 5 of 17 three-point shooting. Overall, the Tigers, 23 of 45 from the field. Free throw shooting, Coldwater 9 of 16. Jackson Center 8 of 10, including 6 of 6 in the final quarter, as the Cavaliers kind of tried to foul, if you will, to force some misses, but the Tigers very good, 6 of 6 in the line in the fourth quarter, 8 of 10 in the ball game. Rebounding, Coldwater 23 rebounds on the game, 8 of which were offensive. They earned 3 points on second chance opportunities. Jackson Center 34 rebounds, of which they had 6 offensive rebounds and 4 second chance opportunities. Turnovers, very clean game really by both teams. Is actually Coldwater with only 8 turnovers. Jackson Center with a dozen. Individual scoring for the Cavaliers. Balin Blockberger had 9 in the fourth quarter, 5 in the third. That gave him, if I'm right, did he have 27?
That would be
right. So, yeah, 13 at half, 5 in the third, that's 18, plus 9 in the fourth, a total of 27. Came in averaging 18, 27 for the ball game. Also scoring Mason Welsh with 9, Owen Kunk with 2, Cody Depweg with 4, and Miles Potcutter with 5 for their total of 30. I'm sorry, yes, Dave, final score for
59-47.
Yeah, their total of 47. And for the Jackson Center Tiger, Dave mentioned 3 scores in double figures. Reed Platfoot, 6'7" senior with 19. 16 points from the 6-foot senior Lucas Heitkamp. 11 from junior Carter Kleffenstein. 7 from Preston Sayre. And 6 from Cooper Hartle. Their total of 59.
Complete game by the Jackson Center Tigers here on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And they begin to pick up that momentum, that offensive consistency that we had talked about and Coach Kleffenstein had talked about as they move into the second part of their schedule, and like we talked about a little bit, a couple of rematches coming up in the second part of that Shelby County Athletic League schedule that could prove to be interesting, plus a couple non-league games in there also as well that could prove to be very interesting as you look down that schedule there. What about how about the weekend of January 24th and 25th?
Yeah, that'll be an aggressive one. Before we jump down that far, I'm sure Coach Kuffenstein, it says one game at a time approach.
Well, I'm sure.
But as broadcasters, we're going to look down and, Jackson Center, we'll have some games before them, but that January 24th matchup here at home against Russia, big-time matchup. They'd like to return that opening game or opening Shelby County League game loss 48-27, see how that fares, and they turn around the following night against what's turned out to be a pretty good Marion local team. I mean, they are still getting their basketball legs, but they've got guys that didn't play football that have their legs, and they're doing very well. So that's a big weekend for the Tigers. And then the following weekend, Botkin's at home. So all three of these, quote, big games of high-profile Division 7 and 6 teams are going to be here in Tiger Gymnasium. And you got to think the band, they're loud today. They're going to be loud that night.
Going to be loud, and we're going to have a near full capacity here.
I would expect, yes. And and Kim Metz will have the auxiliary music blaring as well. She does a nice job. So it should be a great atmosphere is what we're getting at. Some great basketball against some of the better teams in the state of Ohio right here within an arm's reach of each other.
And the point we're making is that Jackson Center is improving.
Yep.
We've seen it throughout the season, and that's great to see. And it's great to see that some great basketballs will be coming up on the schedule here as we move deeper into January. Coldwater, they're just starting their season.
Yeah, they've got
that's all you can say there.
They took a loss today. They're 2-2, but I mentioned now the next 4 games are on the road. Jackson's obviously here, then 3 more on the road at Lima, Shawnee, Elida, New Knoxville. Then they'll come home for St. Henry and Wayne Trace. So that schedule kind of loaded up there with their football success again, but they'll fight through it, and you just got to get better each day, get 1% better, and go from that perspective and see what happens.
And they had a good team last year, 17-6, and a lot of good players back. They'll get their legs here very shortly. That's going to do it for us here in Jackson Center. Jackson Center 59 and Coldwater 47. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me this afternoon, Jeff Henshin. You've been watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.